Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for the third and final part of my wax empties. And I have everything right here. I have all these polypropylene bags. And then at the end of this video, I do have a couple of products that I want to mention. Of course, oh my God, I'm a mess. I changed out the bags. I want to like throw these clamshells back in here because now that the products are at the bottom. There's like a few things. I used to do like candle empties, and then I would do like my product empties and like beauty products and stuff. And there's just some beauty products and things that I miss talking about. I like talking about, but I also do have some, like I have a shower tab here. I have some other stuff that's like not just necessarily products. I have some oil diffusers, soap, etc., some scrubs. There was something else upstairs, but I forgot it, and that was a Cosmic Cleanse lotion, so I can always just talk about that a little bit. I have like some Bath & Body Works little things. But yeah, some bath stuff. All right, now that everything's out, I mean, I could have done this before the video started, but I didn't, clearly. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So we'll start with the wax, and then if you have nothing better to do and you want to stay around for the end of the video, we'll talk about the other products. Anyway, here we go. I have a shit ton of polypropylene bags, and let's do it. Starting, I have Poor Girls Wax Pink Zen. I love this one. Her pink sugar is so good. Her Zen is amazing. Zen is just eucalyptus and spearmint, and I really like that combination, but hers is just, I think, the best. It's like not too heavy on either. You definitely do not get like a gum note from the spearmint. I just really love it. And then her pink sugar. This is such an amazing balance of both of them. Like I'm obsessed with this one. I'm obsessed. Like I can't say it enough. It's so good. I would repurchase in a heartbeat. I had like 2 big things of these, and I would get more. And the throw was like a 10 out of 10 on that. Poor Girls Zen Milk. I don't know which one I liked better, Pink Zen or Zen Milk. This is pink sugar and eucalyptus spearmint, and this is sugar milk and eucalyptus spearmint. And that sounds like it would be weird, but it worked flawlessly. Like it just, the combination was incredible. And I feel like this is a good scent for people who maybe don't like sugar milk because it wasn't super, super duper heavy on the sugar milk. It was just done really well. I love it. Totally would repurchase both of those. So unique, so beautiful. Snow Angel from Rainbow Melts. This is strawberry icy peppermint cotton candy. This is really good. I love the scent on cold. I just wish it was stronger. These were like the big cookies, and I did one in my family room and one in the front entry. It was stronger in the family room than it was the front entry, but it wasn't like her typical stuff. Like usually Rainbow Melts is super strong for me. And I guess like maybe if I didn't have those high expectations, I would have been okay with this. But because I just expect so much from her stuff, because it always like blows me out of the house, and when this didn't, I was kind of like, womp. It was good. Her strawberry is not my favorite, so I don't think I would purchase this particular scent. But if she did like another sampler and this was in the sampler, I would melt it again, if that makes sense. Meet Me in St. Louis from Vintage Chic. This is one of the best laundry scents ever. It smells exactly like Snuggle fabric softener. I would just totally disregard the scent description because you get no warm vanilla, there's no brown sugar, there's no figs. I don't know what the hell glistening snow is, unless glistening snow means Snuggle fabric softener, because that's what this smelled like. So if you like Snuggle, you would love this one. Awesome strength throw, was super strong for me, like an 8 out of 10, room filling, loved it. Hush, Tiffany candles, lavender, vanilla, pink sugar. I melted this exclusively in the bedroom, and I love the scent on cold. I just wish it was stronger. I don't know. It's so good. It's probably one of my favorite lavender pink sugar blends. Like, this is the best lavender pink sugar I think I've ever smelled. Like typically it's always like too strong on the lavender. You don't get enough of the pink sugar, or it just doesn't smell like what it says. This, like, you get all 3. It was blended flawlessly. But this might have been my fault because I melted this. There was 3 Teddy Tarts in here, and I melted all 3 and my 24 watt mainstays warmer. And I think I should have done it in a 20 watt Glade. I remember last time I ordered from Tiffany's, melting the full Teddy Tart in the Glade warmer did a lot better. So that might have been my bad. Poor Girls Wax Holly Jolly. This was from her Christmas tree sampler, which I am regretting not getting 2 of. These were so fresh and amazing. Every single one was phenomenal. So this is the one that was Zen and Fraser Fir, so just like the ones I showed you earlier in the video. Zen is the eucalyptus spearmint, and this was just mixed with Christmas trees. And just imagine fresh and clean. It's heavier on the Zen. You don't get straight up Christmas tree. And this was such a beautiful one to melt after Christmas because it wasn't too heavy on the Christmas tree, and it was so fresh and so clean that I just loved it, and I thought it was like a perfect post-Christmas scent. And you can see the pour date. I mean, these were not cured very long at all because I melted these in the beginning of January, so this is like 2-ish weeks. Poor Girls does not need a long cure time at all. Everything I got from this order, I have already like finished that entire order. I think I have like 2 little scent shots left, and everything's performed like, I'm telling you, 10 out of 10. Crazy strong, awesome. Love that you don't need the cure for her. Wilma's Barbershop, this was super old and still was super strong. This did really well. I have no complaints about this. I got that like to blend, and I never ended up blending it. And I just don't like shaving cream alone. It needs to be blended. This is another one, the Pink Lavender Mallow. I like the Tiffany's Pink Lavender Mallow combination a lot better than I like this one, but this one is still really, really good. This just wasn't that strong. It was strong last year, but it was just a little too old. I could smell it, but it was like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Blackberry Jam Pizzelle from Candles from the Keeping Room. This was incredible. Oh, this was so good. I would totally reorder this. I loved it. Really good fruity bakery and really strong. Let It Snow from Rainbow Melt. So this is more the scent throw I'm talking about. This was strong. Sweet Snow Taffy, Peppermint Swizzle Sticks, and Frosted White Cake. This was really good. This was like a fruity type of mint. Like you really got that taffy scent. I just like imagine like saltwater taffy and like a creamy peppermint. It sounds weird, but it worked really, really well. And this was nice and strong. And I did melt this on a snow day, and it was just, it was so perfect. I loved it. Next here is Irma's Happy Days, and this is Happy Days, which is like a laundry scent. Lavender, vanilla, and clean cotton, and this just smelled like laundry, like soapy laundry. It was good. I do like laundry this time of year. I'm just like, I guess I'm kind of burning myself out on laundry a little bit because I've really been going ham with the laundry. So while I enjoyed this, I wouldn't repurchase it, but the throw was great. Here's another Wilma Lavender Pink Sugar. That's the same thing I just showed you. Rainbow Melts Tinsel. I loved her tinsel. Typically tinsel, I mean, I get the fruitiness of it, but it's usually a lot stronger on like the mint and the vanilla for me. This one, I mostly got the berry note, the pomegranate, strawberry, raspberry. Like it was super, super fruity, and I love that about it. I would totally repurchase her tinsel, but I feel like if you don't like any of these fruits, you would probably hate this because it was really like punchy, juicy, berry. You got the pomegranate. I typically don't like raspberry in wax, but this blend and all 3 of those fruits together, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. This is definitely for like tinsel fans though. If you don't like the scent combination, you would probably hate this because I feel like this is kind of like tinsel on steroids. To me, it's like one of the best tinsels I've ever smelled, and I would love to repurchase it again next year. This, oh my God, I need a moment. This was incredible. Poor Girls Bonfire is hands down the best bonfire I've ever smelled. Oh my God. This only had a subtle, creamy vanilla, and that's what made it unique, is that it wasn't like your typical marshmallow fireside. It was that toasty, toasty bonfire, embers, like burning fireplace scent, and then like imagine a musky vanilla, like not a foodie vanilla, not a toasted marshmallow, but like just a musky, soft vanilla. Oh my God. So I mean, I would wear this as a perfume. I love this so much. Oh my God, I'm just inhaling the bag. It's incredible. I would melt this all year round. You guys know I love, love, love my bonfire scents in the summer, really just as much as I love them in the fall and winter. Like, In the summer, I like mixing them with like salty sea air and like suntan type scents, like sunscreen, beachy scents, and bonfire. Like, it just reminds me of the summers, like when I was in college and we used to go to Montauk. Oh, like just the bonfires on the beach. That's what it reminds me of. But this was one that like, I totally could have done this summer or fall. I wish I had gotten 2 of these so I could have melted 1 bag now, and it was cute. It was white with these little like gunmetal gray stars on the wax. It was really pretty. Yeah, I wish I had gotten 2 bags of these. One that I could have enjoyed now, like this one, and then one that I could have saved aside for the summer, because poor girls, like, you just never know when she's gonna open. There's no consistency with her. That's like the only downside about this vendor to me, because when I tell you, I love Poor Girls. Like, her stuff performs so well for me. It's so strong. It does not need a cure time. It is like good to go when you get it. Her scents are just incredible. Like, I feel like all of her scents have this like musky, like creamy undertone to them, like all of her wax, and I just adore that. I really like could not love her stuff more, and I wish she opened more and more often and more consistently. Anytime she opens that I can catch it, I always order. I just wish I had more opportunities to order. And the other thing that's kind of frustrating is you never know when you're gonna get a scent again. Like, I love that shaving cream one, and it's been a year and she hasn't poured it since. And like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it again. And that's the same thing with this. Like, she poured this for that Christmas restock, but like, are we ever gonna get Bonfire again? I don't know. And she's not very active in her Facebook group. She's more active on Instagram, and she does do like, you know, what scents would you like to see back? But anytime I've asked for something, it's never come back. So yeah, I love this one, and I would love to repurchase it. So hopefully she does pour it again sometime soon, and hopefully I can get this again before the summer. Hands down the best Bonfire scent I've ever had. I really loved it. I would repurchase it in a heartbeat, and next time she pours it, I need to get a handful of them, not just one. Zape Grinch cookies. I love this one so much. This is her new wax formula, which is fantastic because it does not need a long cure time. You guys might remember me saying her old wax needed like 2+ months of cure. This stuff needs 2 weeks, like 2 weeks, and it's great. Awesome throw, 8 out of 10. Grinch cookies was awesome. This was really like a creamy vanilla bakery with that hint of peppermint, but stronger on the bakery. I just loved it. I melted that in my kitchen and enjoyed every second. This was a repurchase. I got this last year, and I will get it again next year. It's a great Christmas staple. This was okay. I didn't love it. It was a nice vanilla laundry scent. The warm vanilla sugar, fuzzy socks and hoodies is like a clean cotton type of scent. It's a good combination. And you can actually get both. I've told you guys with L3, typically I don't get everything in her blend. I kind of just smell one scent note. But this, you actually got both of them. It just wasn't my favorite, but that has nothing to do with L3. It was a great throw. This is me. That's a personal thing. I'm just burning myself out on laundry. Imogene's Lavender Supreme Lavender and Orange Smoothie. I loved this one. I love lavender orange blends or lavender soda, lavender orange soda, etc. I really like the combinations. This is the type of lavender I can't do in the bedroom. These are the type of lavenders I do like in the morning. Like, it's like a nice, like relaxing morning type scent. I'm loving the vibe of this video right now. Like, you guys know, I've been enjoying this candle all day. It smells so good. I have Rose Girls Tommy Boy going, which is Aqua di Gio type mixed with shaving cream and oak moss, I believe is a scent combo. And it is so soft and fresh. Like, you would think the cologne scent would make it super masculine, but it's not. It's like, it's just really, I am like loving it so much. So much. I need more. That Tommy Fresh, whatever. Oh my God, it's heavenly. It smells so good in here. And then with this is that basil sage mint, like the herbal candle and like that wax melt. I'm just like in such a good place right now. I can't even tell you how much I'm loving the way my home smells. I'm just like breathing in the air and like, I'm so happy. And like the sun's starting to set. It's almost 5 o'clock. Like, I'm looking out the window. It looks so beautiful. It's my day off. I can't tell you, I'm in such a good mood right now. Like, I love feeling like this. Marshmallow milk glass. I like this. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did because I really just love milk glass on its own, but VCS has such a great marshmallow. Milk glass is still my favorite, and I do still like milk glass more than this combination, but this was right up there. It was really enjoyable. Cheshire's Grin, which is lavender, birthday cake, cotton candy frosting, and marshmallow. Amazing. Vintage Chic Scents crushes it in the lavender bakery department. Like, they just have the best lavender bakeries out there. They really, really do. I mean, I love anything lavender from VCS. I bought the lavender sampler, the Goodnight Sweetheart sampler. I've repurchased her lavender blends in loaves. I mean, her lavender bakeries are the bomb.com. And strong. And this was a nice old one too. I mean, this is almost, actually this is a year and a half old, and it did really well. Cookie Monster. So this is pretty funny. So obviously you can see this is a year old. This was poured beginning of January of last year. My friend Lindsay sent this to me, and she melted it last year without the cure, and she's like, I don't get the hype. I don't smell anything. Like, it's just like a basic generic vanilla. Like, why is everyone so obsessed with it? So she sent me the other half. It was one of those big snowflake melts, and she's like, tell me what you think. And I'm like, all right, well, it won't be till next year. And I tucked it aside, and when I smelled it on cold, I really liked it. It's like a creamy, awesome vanilla bakery, but you know, like, that's my jam. Creamy vanilla bakeries are the shit. That's what I go for. Like, that's the type of bakery I like. So I can see why, like, Lindsay would say it's generic, and I'm sure a lot of people would think like any like vanilla bakery is generic, but like, I live for that generic vanilla bakery. Like, that is my jam. So when I smelt it on cold, I loved it on first impression. I was like, I see the hype, like, but I also see what Lindsay's saying with it being like a basic generic like vanilla. Like, you know, it's so hyped up, you would think it would be something different than like a basic creamy vanilla, but I wasn't gonna like base my opinion on cold snip. So I told you guys this whole month I've been like craving vanilla bakery. So I was like, oh my God, I had that little chunk of Cookie Monster. Let me bring it out. So it was half a snowflake, you know, those big thick snowflakes, and I cut it right down the middle, and I did 1/2 in the Michaels warmer and 1/2 in the 24-watt Glade warmer, all in my family room. Oh my freaking goodness. Did this scent come to life on warm? And like, I mean, come to life. Like, I walked into the room and I instantly was like, if anything is worth the hype, Cookie Monster is. Like, this is so worth the hype. And I've seen a lot of videos where people have tried this, and like, this is going back to what Lindsay said too, and she didn't give it the cure time, and like, she wasn't crazy about it. I know, what's her name? Christy. I forget her YouTube channel name though. What is it? Scent Junkie. Scent Junkie, like, she's melted this, and she's like, I don't get the hype, I don't smell anything. Y'all, everyone just needs to cure it. Like, just trust the cure on VCS. You guys know, like, I always struggle to get things to throw in here. But this, at that year mark, oh my God. It wasn't the strongest. It was not a 10 out of 10. I would give it like an 8, maybe an 8.5 out of 10. But what I love the most about it is I was sitting in my family room. I melted this on like a Saturday, and I was sitting in there like watching TV on my computer, whatever I was doing, and I never once went nose blind to this scent. It just like, it was in the air, and like, I never stopped smelling it. It never faded into the background, which I feel like can happen a lot with vanilla scents and bakery. Like, you get used to it, you get nose blind. If you stay in the room too long, you can't smell it. That did not happen. And also on warm, this like amazing soft background of like a creamy cinnamon bakery, or like the slight spiciness came out with it that just gave it this like authentic, incredible, like cookies baking in the oven, just bakery bliss. This was bakery bliss. I loved it so much. I know she does a lot of Cookie Monster blends, and I'm hesitant to try those because this on its own was just so flawless. Like, I just can't imagine this being any better. It's kind of like how I am with like the Milk Glass, like marshmallow milk. Like, I know a lot of people like this one, but like for me, it just didn't do anything because I love Milk Glass so much. It's like, why mess with a good thing? That's kind of how I feel about Cookie Monster. And I'm waiting for her to pour like just Cookie Monster plain in a loaf, because a lot of times she does like the unicorn loaves with Cookie Monster blends. Like the Cookie Monster cream cheese is really popular. But I just want plain Cookie Monster just like this in a loaf. Incredible, amazing. If you haven't had luck with it, give it that year-long cure time. Trust me, give it the year. Margot's Pearls, Coconut Lavender Cream Marshmallow Pie. This this was okay. I didn't love it. I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase it, but most importantly, Dan hated this one. And this reminded me of like the Bath & Body Works pumpkin coconut scent. It's just like a heavy, rich, buttery coconut bakery. And then you get a little bit of that lavender. While I love lavender bakery, I don't like heavy buttery bakeries mixed with lavender. It's just kind of a little off-putting to me. So this was not a favorite, but it was strong. My husband hated it. Almond cookies from Southbound. I love this one so much. I would always repurchase it. It's just so good. I love melting almond cookies mixed with coffee scents. It almost kind of makes it smell like coffee and biscotti, and it just, I love it. So yeah. Then we have Grandma's Evening Post, and this was incredible. I really love this. I don't like zucchini bread, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this. But if, like, let's say I bought a sampler, and if this was a part of a sampler, I would melt it. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, VCS zucchini is not bad. If it's blended with something, because you don't really smell it that strong, and it's not an offensive zucchini, because I hate zucchini bread, but I guess because there was so much creaminess with this, like the vanilla bean noel, the marshmallow, the lavender, it just worked. It really did work, and this was really soothing and comforting. I melted this in the kitchen, like in the evening, right before we went to bed. It's kind of like a wind down time in the kitchen, because it was a little too foodie for the bedroom, and yeah, I loved it. And a nice strong throw too. That was really strong. Pillow Talk. I have a loaf of this and I love it. Sweet lavender, fluffy white cake, strawberry, and whipped cream. The only downside with this is I really don't get so much of the lavender. I mostly get the strawberry, but that's really not a downside because I love VCS strawberry so much that I'm like, whatever, it's fine with me. I love this. I love this in the mornings. I love this in the kitchen. I even do it in the bedroom. I just love it. Her strawberry is so good. Aunt Cheryl's Stormy Weather. This is another really popular one, but it is just not for me. It is way too soapy. Ocean Rain and Fresh Rain, but to me, it just smells straight up like soap. Like Grandma's soap dish. It's soapy. And it's pretty strong too. I melted it in a 20-watt Glade warmer and it threw. This is My Dear Grandma, which is eucalyptus, spearmint, lavender, and vanilla marshmallow. I love this one. This is like your typical like creamy eucalyptus spearmint, very similar to the Poor Girls Zen. Same type of vibe. I really enjoy this one. I would repurchase this one in a loaf because this is one of my favorite bedroom scents. I finished, is this Beach House? Beach House from Zape, and this was amazing. Her laundry is great when she blends it. It's not like super heavy on the laundry. You get a really nice mix and you get the other scents. But Beach House is definitely my hands down favorite of her laundry blends. Beach House and Fall Naps are my two faves. Oh, this is so good though. It's so fresh and clean. It's laundry without being soapy. There is like this like summery beachy vibe to it. And I would have saved this for the spring and the summertime. The only reason I melted it now is because I had a lot of those other laundry scents going and it was starting to smell like a little too heavy of laundry, a little kind of soapy, and I needed something to balance it out, and I broke this out and it did, and I really, really enjoyed it, and it was nice and strong too. Pumpkin Baguette Coffee Cream. If this is in a clamshell, I need this clamshell. This is so good. I really love bread scents mixed with bakery. And this coffee cream was like a milky bakery type of coffee. It wasn't like that bitter espresso type vibe. This was decadent. This was so good. This was like a really nice, like creamy vanilla bready bakery, and bread and bakery is just, oh, it's such a good combo. I love it. Deep Slumber, which is pink sugar, lavender, honey, and vanilla. This one just was not strong enough for me. I really couldn't smell it, even though I loved it on cold. Seeing Pink, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Pink sugar, pink chiffon, and pink diamonds. This is like a girly, perfumey, just, incredible scent. Super duper strong. This one's like a 10 out of 10 on throw. I love that one. I would 100% repurchase. Nucky's Boardwalk. So I have this hiding. Like I was melting this all through August, September. It's her Circus concession scent. It's cotton candy, caramelized apples, and funnel cake, I think it says. And I found this randomly. I was organizing under my sink in my master bathroom, and there was Nucky's. And I was like, ooh, this is getting old, because I won't be melting this until Like this type of scent is a September, like August, September scent for me. And I literally had like one little chunk. And I'm like, I would be truly moronic to like save this for that long for like one fucking chunk. And then I'm like, what if I melt it that time of year and like I get zero throw? I might as well just melt it and enjoy it now. So I put this on in the warmer in my bedroom while I was like still cleaning the bathroom. And I loved it. Like I walked out of the bathroom and I was like, oh, I just love Circus Concession. Like I love these type of scents. And it put me in such a good mood. It made me so happy because it just smelled so good. Nucky's Boardwalk is great. She has a really, really great Circus Concession. If you like those type of scents, you should try Nucky's. It's not the strongest. In the bedroom, it was like an 8 out of 10, but typically I melt those scents downstairs and it's more like a 6.5, 7. I can still smell it, but it's not like as strong as Circus Concessions usually are. This was Magic Spell from Destination Wax, which is her Love Spell type, and this was great. It smelled exactly like Love Spell. It was strong. This one did really well. I really enjoyed it. Pink Laundry. This was another excellent, excellent laundry blend. It was so good. Don't let that description fool you. It just smells like Snuggle fabric softener. Anytime something smells like Snuggle fabric softener, why does it always have like the longest, most detailed description? And I'm just like, no, bitch, it smells like Snuggle. Like that description should just have the picture of the fucking Snuggle bear. That's what it smells like. Oh, so good. So good. I love laundry. I really do. Even though I'm like burning myself out on it, I still love it. I just still love it. Ugh, these were amazing. I'm telling you, this Christmas tree trio was life. If she brings this back, I'm totally repurchasing all three. This is the one that was olive branch and blue spruce and Be Still My Heart. Ugh, it was so fresh. And this one actually, I had melted it one day and I think it was on a Monday, like when I was home all day. And I had it going for like 6 or 7 hours. And then the next morning I put it on just to like heat up the warmers and hot dump the wax. But it was still throwing so strong that I just left it in and it lasted the whole second day. And then the third day when I went to put my warmers on, tell me how this bitch was still throwing. But at that point I was like, I'm just dumping the wax because like I'm over you and I need to put something new in. But geez, this was so good. This was so good. It's like so similar to her Barbershop Reconcile because her olive branch is strong and whatever it's mixed with, the olive branch really takes over. Oh my God. It's so fresh and clean and beautiful. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. If you're like someone who likes to do customs and blending, olive branch and blue spruce, it is one hell of a combination. It is so good. And it is like a year-round scent. It is not like a Christmassy Christmas tree. It's like year-round. I finished Super Tart Silver Surfer, which is Jaws and the Omen blended together. And I'm really not liking the Omen anymore because I'm getting too much of that ocean breeze and it smells like breath to me. And it's gross. I can't do ocean breeze. My nose like cannot handle it. It's so disgusting. I'll stick with just Jaws on its own. We already talked about that. That was just more of it. Sleigh Ride from Zape. Oh, this is so good. Marshmallow Peppermint Pine Tree. It really just smells like a creamy peppermint marshmallow. Very similar to the Bath & Body Works Peppermint Marshmallow Candle. Like very, very similar. There's only the slightest hint of Christmas trees in this. Very, very slight. Not overwhelming at all. It's like when I melted this in December and I paired it with a pine scented candle, it complemented the pine scent in here. But when I melted this in January and I just did it with the Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Peppermint Candle, I barely got the pine, if I even got it. I was so sad to see this go, but I had like one little piece left and I was like, you know what? I might as well enjoy it. I'm sure she'll pour this again because I think it was pretty popular. I know I'll be in the group begging for it because this is in my top 5, if not top 3 Zape favorites. Orange is the new pink. It's phenomenal. Her pink sugar is so good. The orange in here is just heavenly. And I love having the scent on when I have people over. Everyone always raves about how good it smells when I'm melting this. It's just phenomenal. I Smell Snow, Fluffy Marshmallow, and Icy Peppermint. I just went through a really I needed all the minty, like the beginning of January, the first 2 weeks, and that was when I melted this, and it was great, a nice strong peppermint scent. I would repurchase that. Finally is the Wishing Tree, and this smells exactly like the other one I showed you, which had a totally different description. That other one of like the Meet Me in St. Louis. It's the exact same scent. It's Snuggle Fabric Softener. Yeah, so now let's get into a couple product empties. So for starters, I finished a lighter. This was like the longest lasting lighter I've ever had. I think I got this at CVS or Walmart. One of the two. I like these tips. It's just really easy to like get into the candles, light it. I like use this till the very end when there was like literally nothing, like there's that little spark. When it would like give me that little spark, I was still like lighting a candle with it, and now it's like literally down to nothing. But this lasted me like almost a year. This lasted a freaking long time. This is a great lighter. I'm gonna miss it. This wallflower I have in my master bathroom, and I cannot smell it at all. Snowflakes and citrus, absolutely zero scent throw, and it's been in there for 2 weeks now. I'm getting nothing. I love this deodorant, Shower Fresh, The Secret, the Invisible Solid. It's so good. It works great for me. I love it. I kind of always repurchase the same deodorants. I'm not picky with deodorants though. Satsuma, this was a shower steamer, a shower tab. So it's basically like